Now, if you don't know who SonicFox is, he's a fighting game player, and he's damn good at it. Dominic McLean is a 20-year-old man that's gay and a furry. However, that's not my issue with him. My issue is the way he presents it.
As you guys also may know or may not know, I'm also super gay, so I mean...
Basically, he loves talking about his sexuality, and that's okay, you can do that if you want. However, he does it for the attention and purely for the aspect of counterculture. Now, he's been crowned as the best esports player by multiple organizations, and why is that? It's purely because he's gay. Now, if you were to call him the best esports fighting game player, you'd be correct, but the best esports player period is absolutely not true. He's just the only hype player who made his sexuality very public. And calling him the best esports player ever would be an epic win for gays and furries. However, all of what I've stated about this guy is completely fine and acceptable. It's all okay. Let me show you where it goes wrong.
Guess all I gotta really say is that I'm gay, black, a furry, pretty much everything a Republican hates.
Why are you including politics? Now, after hearing this, I really wanted to find out about him. I checked all the Wikipedias and all that for the basic information, but I needed to know more about who he is as a person and his personality. So like any reasonable person, I took it to Twitter. And upon investigating, I found out he only talks about 3 things. The games he's playing, which is pretty expected, the fact that he's gay, and random meaningless stuff. However, he mainly talks about his identity politics in an extremely toxic way. For example, in this one he just calls everybody an idiot who disagrees with him and calls them homophobes. In this one he's saying gay is not a personality is a phrase used by white cis males to oppress gay people. Then he proceeds to endorse a tweet that calls everybody who uses that phrase a bigoted asshole. Basically comes off as a child using insults to try and prove his point. And if you disagree, you're a bigoted white cis male. He also loves to make his fetishes public. And after all of this, making an ass of himself, he says everybody who disagrees are screaming and complaining and aren't really to be taken seriously. And of course your tweets about your sexuality and the LGBTQ community are going to blow up. You have constantly talked about how you're gay in public. How dense are you? So, in summary, he proceeded to make himself a public figure of the LGBT community, and then on Twitter made childlike, unprofessional arguments. And since he's a big figure of the LGBT community now, he basically did them wrong with these unprofessional, childlike arguments, probably taking them back a couple steps. I don't really care about the furry aspect because that community is irrelevant in all aspects of what he's done. He only used the furry aspect as a way to share his fetish of whatever furryism. I don't know what you call it, I'm not a furry. Essentially, he misrepresented the LGBT community by acting like a child while presenting arguments for the LGBT community. That's why people don't like SonicFox. It's not because he's gay. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want more content like this, and bye.